Naruto Gekitō Ninja Taisen 3 makes me want to learn Japanese. Naruto Gekitō Ninja Taisen 3 was released on November 20th, 2004 in Japan only. That means there was no English release. Seeing as I'm an English speaker only with a side of Spanish, this would kind of be tough to do, but I did it. The Naruto Gekitō Taisen series would have a weird release in the West. They were dubbed Class of Ninja and released 3 years after their Japanese counterparts. Class of Ninja 1 and 2 would come out in the West in 2006, while Gekitō Ninja Taisen 3 were released in 2004. With the imminent release of the Wii, the Class of Ninja series would come to a swift end on the GameCube in the West, while continuing on in Japan. With that being said, what does Naruto Gekitō Ninja Taisen 3 do better than 1 and 2?
Naruto Gekitō Ninja Taisen 3.
Well, let's just get this out of the way before we even talk about the bigger changes in the game. Game modes in the game are from Naruto Clash of Ninja 1 and Clash of Ninja 2. If you want to hear my thoughts on those, they will be in the same playlist as this one. The story advances from the Konoha Crush arc to the Search for Tsunade arc of the Naruto story. Compared to Clash of Ninja 2, the story felt about the same length to beat, but I will say it was more challenging due to the new twist on story missions. As you approach a new battle in the story, you are given a condition in order to beat the mission. An example would be as Tsunade beat Naruto with your finger flick move while your damage is halved, or survive the assault of Itachi while waiting until the timer runs out. This adds a layer to the story that makes it feel less like a rush of meaningless, easy battles to challenging little win conditions that differ from one another. I will say that this was as hard as I don't speak Japanese. I ended up using a guide to help me through this. I now understand how foreign players feel when they come to the US for fighting game tournaments without knowing a lick of English. Of course, as we enter a new Naruto arc, we get introduced to newer characters. Ninja Taisen 3 would add 7 new characters over Naruto Clash of Ninja 2, with the inclusion of characters like Itachi. Awakened states such as Naruto Nine-Tailed Fox mode would be removed as their own individual characters, but there is gameplay reasons for that removal. Clash of Ninja and Gekitō Ninja Taisen is an iterative series, meaning the core of the game usually stays the same, but small tweaks are made to improve the overall quality of the combat and other instances of the game. This is seen in the way they tell their story and as well with the gameplay. With this iteration, most characters from the past keep their same moves from Clash of Ninja 2. Things such as pressing B for a weak attack and A for a strong attack stays the same, along with modifying them with a directional input to change the attack. There's also running attacks, meaning if you run and press weak or strong, you get these moves that blow an opponent away or a forward combo starter. Characters in this game rest on a 2D plane where you can dodge left and right with the L and R buttons to thrust combat into a 3D area. I'd say if you've played Tekken or Dragon Ball Z Budokai, the 3D styles are similar to that, but of course a little slimmed down for people. You get access to a double jump as well as aerial attacks and grabs. Making the return, of course, are substitution jutsu, supers, and auto blocking. But all of this will be accompanied by new mechanics. Supers now change when you are below a certain amount of health. For instance, Naruto at full health does the Uzumaki barrage, but if his health is below a certain threshold, it turns into a Rasengan. As alluded to before, awakened versions of characters like Nine-Tailed Naruto are gone as separate characters. This is because in Ninja Taisen 3, they will be added as a transformation mechanism. It costs 1 node on a chakra bar, and this change is welcome. Not only because it cleans up the character selection string, but it also makes the combat feel more dynamic and fleshed out compared to Clash of Ninja 1 and 2. Guarding got an overhaul as well. Instead of being able to block infinitely, the game adds a guard crush mechanic in that if you block too long, your guard will break, leaving you open for an attack. If you played the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series, the guard crush is similar to that. With these changes to the combat come changes to the UI. Around the health bars now are surrounded by clouds and it's such a nice aesthetic change. Now they change to a red color when you get below a certain amount of health. This also indicates when you're able to use your alternate super. The chakra bar now has 4 nodes instead of 2 to indicate how much bar you have for an awakening, substitution, or super. This is a huge step over the first Clash of Ninja game where there was no way to tell how much further your chakra meter had to go to get a substitution jutsu. Naruto Gekitō Ninja Taisen 3 builds on what past games do well and make it a better fighting game. It shows that improving on a great foundation is something that more fighting games, or not even more fighting games, more games should do. I don't have nostalgia for this version of the Taisen series, but I do have it for the Clash of Ninja series as a whole. Seeing one of my favorite game franchises as a kid continued on past my knowledge puts a smile on my face, as each iteration has improved on what I liked about the games in the beginning. After playing Naruto Gekitō Ninja Taisen 3, I wish they would have released these in the West back then.